Welcome to Traveling While Black.
Hey, what's up? I'm Anthony. This is my wife, Marlie, and welcome to another episode of Traveling While Black.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. As a brief reminder, our show is based on our experiences traveling, and we base those experiences off of how good of a drive it was, how much fun we had, and most importantly, how comfortable do we feel as Black people visiting for the first time.
Lately, a lot of our experiences have taken us on some very long treks, but for this episode, we visited a town that wasn't too far from Seattle. That town was Issaquah, Washington.
Yes, and another difference is that we had actually been to Issaquah before, and we wanted to come back and take a look at it.
In fact, it was our last visit that really drove us to do this episode.
Yes, and if you want to know what we mean by that, take a look at this episode, and as always, let us know what you think. Located just east of Seattle in a valley between the Sammamish Plateau and the Highlands sits the city of Issaquah, Washington, a city we had already been to a couple of times.
Our first visit to the city was covered in episode 104, when we checked out Lake Sammamish State Park. But it was our last visit that really inspired this episode.
Not too long ago, we were asked to attend a Juneteenth event for the Issaquah community. From the experience, we were impressed to see how enthusiastic the community was in celebrating the holiday and Black culture.
Yeah, there were community members of diverse backgrounds all enjoying themselves in the celebration overall. There was food trucks, live music that included the legendary Waynes, and community tables. I mean, there was even a TWB table. And on top of everything, everyone was very welcoming and engaging.
Yes, it was a great experience, but then a thought arose in our mind, or more so, a question. If this community that had fostered such a welcoming and inclusive celebration for Black culture, would they foster that same environment within its town for Black visitors?
Being that we are traveling while Black, and that's what we do, we knew we had to venture back one more time so to get that answer. Drive grade. Our drive experience to Issaquah for this episode was much like the experience for episode 104. For instance, it was still around a 20-minute drive from Seattle.
Another positive similarity was there wasn't any problem with traffic getting there from Seattle. Unfortunately, there weren't many views on the way.
Still, the experience offered one more positive and perhaps the best similarity as the previous drive, and that being there was plenty of free parking options.
Yes, all in all, no complaints. For this drive grade, just like the last, we give a 4 out of 5.
Level of fun. In terms of fun that Issaquah had to offer, we already knew that it offered a great option for outdoor activities via Lake Sammamish State Park. But this time, we needed to focus on the fun to be had around the people of the community.
Issaquah is a lot like a small city based on all the opportunities for enjoyment. The town offers an abundance of shops and restaurants, from the historic downtown to the unique-looking Gilman Village shopping district.
We got to experience the best of both areas. Within the Gilman Village, we grabbed a delicious meal at Whale and Table, a farm-to-table restaurant that is actually owned and operated by a female chef.
To experience downtown, we chose to take on an activity that was right on brand for me. We partook in Issaquah's Wine Art Walk, a quarterly event that happens the third Friday of the month running through October.
Yep, visitors can walk the historic downtown, dropping into the businesses along the way while tasting wine and even meeting some of the local winemakers themselves.
Yes, we had a blast visiting all the great places, meeting some really great people, and of course, tasting some really great wine. But don't worry, we even had a great time without the wine.
Yep, wine was absent during the most unique activity we experienced in Issaquah, glass blowing and sculpture experience at Art by Fire. Inspired by our residency in the home of Dale Chaluli, or a recent visit to his glass museum, we were up for the challenge of creating our own work of glass art.
Located right in the middle of downtown Issaquah on Front Street, Art by Fire is a glass gallery in the school. Visitors can shop for some already created glass art pieces, or even better, learn and experience the art of glass sculpting.
For our visit, we chose to do the 1-hour experience, but our Dale Chaluli inspiration had us inspired to attempt to create a more challenging piece, a flutter bowl.
After picking out our desired colors for our artistic creations, we went to the glass studio and met up with lead instructor Brad and co-owner and instructor Art, who walked us through the process of creating beautiful glass art.
Brad and Art first gave us a demonstration before walking us each through the process to make our very own glass flutter bowl. This was a lot of fun, and we think our bowls look pretty good. Dale Chaluli would be proud.
This experience is a lot of fun, and we definitely recommend checking out. What else is great is that no experience is necessary. Be sure to check out their website in our description below to find out more information about all glassmaking experiences and even classes.
Even though our primary focus was comfortability, we did have a great time while experiencing the city. I mean, we even had a good time walking through the Issaquah Farmers Market.
Yes, we can say Issaquah is definitely a place where fun can be found. So we will give a 5 out of 5 for level of fun. Comfortability for Black people. After putting in our time experiencing Issaquah, it was now time for our verdict. So did the welcoming and enthusiastic community we encountered at the Black holiday celebration maintain the same environment within its city? And we can honestly say, yes, it did.
Whether we were walking into an establishment or just down the street, we felt a welcoming atmosphere leading to our comfortable experience. An example that can best exemplify what we experienced is how we were greeted in the establishments upon entering through the door. And we noticed that courtesy was consistent no matter who entered through the door.
Throughout the city, we felt the same vibe amongst the people, and we saw quite a few other Black residents amongst other diverse people. Ensuring that we weren't tripping, we had the chance to actually have conversations with Black Issaquah residents and ask them about their perspectives of living in the city. In all cases, they had nothing but positive things to say about their experiences.
Considering this visit and our previous experience in Issaquah, it feels as if the community is real and creating a welcoming and inclusive for all atmosphere within. Case in point, the same community spot that hosted the Juneteenth celebration will also be celebrating Indian culture. And you know what? We just might attend that too.
Yes, we can say that we were really impressed by our experience in Issaquah, the people, the places, the wine, and we enjoyed it all, thanks to the community making it easy, feeling welcome as we are.
For Issaquah, we give a 5 out of 5 for comfortability for Black people. We hope you found this episode to be helpful and entertaining. Be sure to check out our previous episodes.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out on all of our social media platforms.
Until next time, beautiful people, stay up, stay true, and do you.